dynasty as they embarked on their championship run of the early 90s.
Chicago has dominated every game.
The Chicago Bulls with 3 straight NBA championships.
In 1996, Scotty and the Bulls would reclaim the championship by beating Seattle, and then successfully defend their title the following season against Utah.
Looking, skips across, Pippen to steal, got it, saves it to Tony, he runs it back again, the Bulls win!
And Pippen's earned a place in history as a 7-time member of the NBA's all-defensive team.
Scottie Pippen, one of the best all-around players ever.
Hey, Michael on the run, MJ running, shovels, Pippen jabs with the right hand.
I could never imagine the amount of championships that we won. The value of winning a championship carries you a lot further.
And now, with 6 championship rings, Pippen's come a long way since being traded on draft day.
Scottie Pippen considered to be the best all-around player in the NBA.
Everything has been special because we've tried to take it to a higher level, a level that no one has ever been able to reach. You know, you just try to cherish the moment. You don't look down the road or into the future and try to visualize what's going to happen. You just sit back and, you know, and let things fall into places.
Now, a look back at one of Pippen's greatest performances in Hot Shots. A serious foot injury forced Scotty to miss the first 35 games of the '98 season. But through hard work and determination, he recaptured his all-star form and would prove it in one memorable game against the Sacramento Kings.
Rodman able to pull in that Aaron's hand. Pippen for 3, ring it up. Pippen at the arc, gets by Owen on the drop. Nice left hand by Pip. Helps from Johnson. Scotty turned baseline. To the foul.
Yes, Scotty was doing it all, leading the break, dishing out assists, and rolling over the Kings.
Pippen running hard. Nicely done.
Sacramento simply had no answer for the red-hot Pippen.
Pippen pull up 3, ring it up.
Scotty, I'm really impressed with. I think that his energy is what really kept us going on Saturday night, for example. He plays that way, we were fine.
Everything was falling for Scotty.
Scotty into traffic. Yes to the foul. Yes to the catch. Oh, my.
Leading the Bulls to an easy win, Scottie Pippen scored 29 points. He also finished with 6 assists and 4 3-pointers. Now let's check out the top 5 scorers from the '98 season. Pippen's teammate Michael Jordan won his 10th NBA scoring crown. The Lakers' Shaquille O'Neal finished 2nd. Utah's Karl Malone was 3rd. Washington's Mitch Richmond was 4th. And Antoine Walker of Boston was 5th.
NBA balls by Spalding and NBA backboards by Huffy. Dare to turn on tonight for your ringside seat of the grand spectacle that is World Federation Wrestling. 2 hours of passion, action, aggression, and attitude. The kings of the ring are battling it out with breathtaking displays of athleticism that defy mortal boundaries. Featuring the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson, stepping into the ring as ref for the biggest fight of the season. 2 champs, 1 title, no second chances. WrestleMania and WWF Superstars.
Gold Label Girls will make you come alive. They'll chat with you about the things you want to hear. Phone now. 1-900-123-555. The discreet Gold Label Girls offer the ultimate in phone chat and are live 24 hours a day. It's fun. It's exciting. 1-900-123-555. One call can make all the difference. 1-900-123-555.
If I was a window washer, an architect, a security guard, or a farmer, instead of a famous basketball player, would you care what I drink? Would Sprite not taste the same? Would I be doing this commercial? What do you think? Let's see. Whoa. Right hand. Nah, let's switch it to the left. Two hands. Nah. Dunk on him? Let's save it. Up. Here we go.
Hear about what's hot and what's not. It's fun, it's one-on-one, and it's free for a limited time. Listen to the goss, find a friend, make a date. Call Hot Gossip now. Women, call Sydney 9923 4747. Men, call Sydney 9923 4748. It's new, it's fun, and you call the shots. Hot Gossip, it's free. Call now.
Can your child swim? Learning to swim will not only put a smile on your child's face, it will build water skills, safety, and confidence.
Children continue to drown in Australia every year. AusSwim is the organisation responsible for training quality swimming teachers. Make sure your child's teacher is qualified with AusSwim.
Take a peek into the world of The Simpsons.
This is not a dream.
7:30 Sunday on Tab.
Oh, doctor!
When I was smaller, one of the players that I really looked up to and respected a great deal was Julius Erving.
Man, oh man, that's some shot.
Just to see him soar above the clouds is one of the things that I really thought was very remarkable.
I've never, ever seen anything like this.
He was definitely my role model.
Now, the high-scoring Charlotte Hornets star, who's one of the league's best shooters, is holding court.
It looks so pretty when it leaves his hands.
So sugary sweet is the Glenn Rice jumper.
One of the great pure shooters in the NBA.
He is something to watch.
Rice is steaming a three-pointer.
Look here, look. What a beautiful move by G-Money. Yo world, yo world.
Charlotte's Glenn Rice has become one of the NBA's most unstoppable forces. Over the past 2 seasons, Glenn has raised his game to a new level, and now he's more confident than ever.
I am in somewhat of a zone now. You feel like anything you put up by the rim or any particular type of shot that you try to attempt, it's pretty much going to go in.
Rice's shot is blocked by Weber. Rice throws it back up and scores. How about that?
The confidence level is at just a great high.
But this 9-year NBA veteran is no stranger to success.
The Wolverines win an NCAA title.
In college, Rice led the University of Michigan to the national title, and then went on to the Miami Heat, where he showcased his uncanny shooting.
Here's Rice. For three.
Traded at the start of the '96 season, Glenn brought his sweet stroke to the Hornets, and quickly became the main man in Charlotte.
Right drive, right top, hard to the put up on the paint, and it's gone.
Rice appears to be unstoppable.
Right now, he probably is the best I've been playing since I've been in the NBA. One of the reasons why is I took it upon myself to go out and play much more aggressive.
Oh, what a play by Glenn Rice.
Glenn is a real warrior, where he's just always thinking about attack.
Whoa! Glenn Rice coming alive.
Last season, Glenn's explosive scoring helped the Hornets win 51 games and advance to the second round of the playoffs.
Here come the Hornets with Bogues. Blaylock is back up top to Rice for the slam. Well done.
It's been a tremendous season for us so far. A lot of people this year have written us off early, and now I'm pretty sure we got the attention of the whole NBA.
Glenn Rice gained worldwide attention when he took center stage at the 1997 All-Star Game.
Brandon with Pippen and Rice on the wings. Open shot. Got him, D-Rice.
Here's Rice. Fires the three.
And the East bench is up in man.
In a sensational performance, Rice exploded for 20 third-quarter points and captured the game's MVP award.
Thank you, Glenn Rice, 1997 All-Star Game MVP, setting a record for the most points in a quarter and a half.
When he won that MVP trophy at the All-Star game, it
It was a great moment in my life, and now he's like, I'm the man, I can score, jump on my back, I'll carry us.
All right, baby, let's go now. You gotta do it quick, Matt, do it quick. There you go. For race. Whoa! Oh, yeah!
When something doesn't go well, we know we gotta find Glenn because we know he's gonna fire shots.
When all else fails, Glenn Rice will make something happen.
And as the Hornets look to the future, they know that their success rests in the hot hands of their superstar.
The more and more we go out and play games and play together, the better we're getting. And Glenn Rice's job is to just continue to keep going out and doing and playing the best way he possibly can.
Right now, we're in the locker room.
Now, let's go behind the scenes for a look at how Glenn spends game day in secret NBA. When it's game time, Glenn Rice is ready to come out firing.
With Bogues, Blaylock is back up top to Rice for the slam. Well done.
Glenn has arrived among the NBA's elite, thanks in large part to his hard work and preparation for each game. And for Rice, a typical game day begins at home in Charlotte.
It's always, a much better feeling when you have a place you can call home, and, I definitely call Charlotte, the place here, my home. I'm gonna put your little Hornet shorts on. We gotta represent my ankles. Gotta protect my ankles. Never leave home without. It's like American Express. Never leave home without. Because I gotta go to practice now. You have a certain way you go through your preparation, especially the veterans. You go through it year in and year out. If I can go out there and be on top of my game, it's going to put a lot of pressure on whoever's guarding me, and it seems to work out most of the time.
Hello!
Being on the All-Star team, I think one of the best things is getting your own personalized nameplate. We have some of my very best treasures in here.
It's over. Michigan has won a national championship.
I love looking back at that. I think that's definitely one of my best accomplishments. Oh, I take a nap before the game, a long nap. Wake up. One of the things I try not to do is oversleep. When you sleep too much before a game, you can feel really lethargic, and it's not a good thing to be feeling, especially when you got an important game.
I want to beat every team in this league at least once. For us to win, we got to have a concentrated effort. We got to be right on the money all the time. Go.
Let's go, man. It's down home.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Rice comes right back. Perfect rotation splash. Glenn Rice with a bottom. Into the lane, out to Rice. In the flow. Glenn Rice with another 3-ball. Big win for the Hornets.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't get a good start out there tonight, but if the results are going to be like it was tonight, I get up early every day.
Coming up next, Indiana's Reggie Miller will be holding court.
McKee to Miller for 3. Bingo!
If I was a window washer, an architect, a security guard, or a farmer, instead of a famous basketball player, would you care what I drink? Would Sprite not taste the same? Would I be doing this commercial? What do you think?
$7:30 Monday. There's terror in transit as storms turn traveling into battles of survival. And time quickly runs out when a car is engulfed by raging waters. Storm warning. 7:30 Monday on 10.
Feel like a chat? I'm always on the line. Call me now and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about on 1-900-124-222. Come on, give it a go. If you're alone, then call me. I want to talk to you now. It's easy. Just call 1-900-124-222. That's 1-900-124-222.
Hear about what's hot and what's not. It's fun, it's one-on-one, and it's free for a limited time. Listen to the goss, find a friend, make a date. Call Hot Gossip now. Women, call Sydney 9923 4747. Men, call Sydney 9923 4748. It's new, it's fun, and you call the shots. Hot Gossip, it's free. Call now.
Energetic,
Rotate over.
upbeat,
Hey, we got 16,000 strong. Let's go hard.
showstopper.
Got time. Jackson, he got it in the air. Reggie tipped. Travis runs the break and so does Miller. And a foul. Well, they ran that play beautifully.
Now, the Pacers' top scorer, who always seems to deliver in the clutch, is holding court.
Smith with Williams. Shot clock at 10. Miller, the ball fake. That is gorgeous.
Oh, is he amazing?
Miller, a desperate three.
Whoa! Percy's out there on Miller, who gets right around him and got the bucket. Lots of time, Austin. He got it to Reggie. Reggie with the floater. He got it! Reggie Miller with 1.6.
Indiana's Reggie Miller has always had a flair for hitting the clutch shot when the game's outcome is on the line.
No one really knows how the end of a basketball game is going to occur. I always feel if there's time left on the clock and you're within reach, the game is never out of your sight.
Here's Reggie. Here's the turnaround. Here's the shot.
Perhaps the most dramatic moment of Miller's career came during the 1995 playoffs against the arch-rival New York Knicks.
You know, people were exiting. Everyone thought the game was over.
Yeah, but then it became Miller time.
Miller for three, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Tie game. What better way to go out than in Madison Square Garden? Center stage, the media capital of the world. And like I said, if you're within reach, anything is possible. Now, you need a lot of luck on your side, and that time, we were very lucky.
And that luck has continued for Miller, who nailed a number of huge shots during the '98 season.
That's jazzy. Now that's jazzy.
Sets it in. He's got it to Reggie. Reggie gets around 10. Here's the floater. Yes! Pacers beat the Suns in Phoenix on a marvelous shot by Reggie Miller.
He's the type of guy that he's so dangerous all game long, but he's got a knack for towards the end of the game making big shots.
And that knack reminds many fans of Pacers head coach Larry Bird.
Loops it to Bird, a runner. It's good! It's good!
Whether he's mentally tougher than I ever was, I don't know. If we're the same, I have no idea. It's just that I know he's hit some awful big shots for us.
And some of Reggie's biggest shots came during the Pacers playoff run of last season.
Smith leads in, puts it up, won't go, tipped out, picked up Mullen, kicks it to Jackson. Miller, a wide open three. It's good! It's good! Miller ties it with 5.1 remaining.
Jordan is on Best. Harper's on Miller. McKee gets it into Miller for the win. 4/10 of a second.
If the game is on the line, everyone knows where the ball is going to end up, and there's nothing that no one else on the other team can do about it. That's the mark of a great clutch player, and that's what I've always tried to strive myself after, is being a clutch time player.
Remember, you can send us your emails at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Figgin for the best of NBA.
With Karl Malone, we've been trying to double team him.
30 seconds left.
Mike Dunleavy and his Portland Trail. We tip off by logging on to NBA.com for news of a big week in Los Angeles. Dennis Rodman, who's led the NBA in rebounding 7 straight years, signed with the Lakers.
On the basketball court, he does a lot of positive things. He's one of the smartest players to ever play this game.
So I think just by observing them, you can attain a lot and learn a lot.
Rodman brings his tenacity under the boards and all-out hustle, which helped the Chicago Bulls win 3 straight titles. But that's just one of the changes in L.A. After starting the season 6-6, the Lakers dismissed their head coach, Del Harris.
Move that rock. Go, Eddie. Way to move it, fish.
Dale was a good guy. He was very knowledgeable, and it's unfortunate that, a good guy like him takes the blame for our lack of cohesion.
Assistant coach Kurt Rambis has taken over, and his first game was a Laker win.
This is not an indication that everything is okay with us, that we're fine and we've got no more problems, that we still have a lot of work to do, we have a lot of improvement to do.
In Orlando, the NBA and Hard Rock Cafe broke ground on the NBA City Restaurant, which will go worldwide.
Those 199 countries that we're in on TV are very hungry for NBA basketball and things NBA. And in places where we are not physically, the Hard Rock Cafe is going to give us a presence as we continue to expand on a global basis.
Next up, we take a look at some NBA injury news. Denver Nuggets rookie Raef LaFrentz will miss the rest of the season after suffering a torn knee ligament in a game against Dallas. And in that same game, the Maverick Cedric Ceballos broke both of his wrists and is also out for the year. Next up, we check out the latest NBA awards. The player of the week is Denver's Antonio McDyess, who averaged 24 points last week.
McDyess, quick first step. Oh, my goodness.
The player of the month for February is Philadelphia's Allen Iverson, who's leading the league in scoring.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Boston's Paul Pierce was named Rookie of the Month after averaging 20 points and 7 rebounds.
Oh, yes.
And finally, the IBM Coach of the Month is Utah's Jerry Sloan, who guided the Jazz to an NBA best 11-2 record. Now it's time for our viewer email. This week's question comes to us from Charat Raditanirung Jamruan from Bangkok, Thailand, who asks, who was the lowest drafted player to go on and win the Rookie of the Year award? The answer is Woody Salisbury, who won it with Philadelphia in 1958 after being selected in the 8th round. In 1988, as a New York Knick, Mark Jackson won the award after being selected 18th in the 1st round.
Great pass. Oh, what a play.
Now we take you into the action in the Western Conference, starting in the Pacific Division with a new-look LA Lakers. After Del Harris was dismissed, assistant coach Bill Burtka took over for the Lakers for one game as they faced their LA rivals, the Clippers. And the Lakers won it easily, ending a 3-game slide.
Here we go with Shaq dribbling. No look past Eddie, all the way under score.
The next night marked the debut of new head coach Kurt Rambis and new power forward Dennis Rodman, and both of them got off to a good start. The Lakers beat the Clippers once again as Rodman grabbed 11 rebounds.
Grabbed by Rodman underneath the Shaq. Good feed. Shaq scores.
Next came a reunion of sorts as Michael Jordan was on hand to watch former teammate Scottie Pippen and the Houston Rockets battle Rodman's Lakers. The game also featured Charles Barkley's return from knee surgery, and Sir Charles made an immediate impact.
Barkley with an emphatic follow.
But Shaquille O'Neal was a force for the Lakers.
Shaq. Look out below.
Scottie Pippen tried to keep things close.
Scottie, left hand.
Oh, what a beautiful move by Scottie.
But Kobe Bryant and the Lakers had all the right moves.
Kobe got it.
LA pulled away behind Rick Fox, who hit 5 3-pointers.
Fox again. Good again.
Fox hit all 7 of his shots in the Lakers' win. Next up for LA, Tom Gugliotta and the Phoenix Suns, who seemed to be in control as they opened up a 10-point lead in the 4th quarter.
Gets inside for the hoop. Nice play by Gugliotta.
But LA came back for their 4th straight win, thanks to Derek Harper's clutch shot.
Back to Harper for 3. Again.
I think the thing that's gotten us out of our skid is the fact that we're moving the basketball and playing unselfish. Guys are sacrificing their own game for the sake of the team, and when you do that, you have a chance to win against anybody.
Now let's take a look at the Pacific Division standings. The LA Lakers are now in 3rd place behind the division-leading Portland Trailblazers and the Seattle Sonics. The Phoenix Suns are in 4th place. The Sacramento Kings are in 5th. The Golden State Warriors are in 6th place, and the Los Angeles Clippers round out the Pacific Division. Now let's get back into the action as we move to the Midwest Division, where the Utah Jazz have the NBA's best record. Karl Malone of the Jazz began the week by hosting Sean Bradley and the Dallas Mavericks. Jeff Hornacek was sidelined with a bad knee, so Utah looked to Brian Russell to pick up the slack.
Shannon Anderson ahead to Russell. He's there. Hammered up.
Russell responded with 17 points. And as always, the Jazz would get a huge contribution from Karl Malone and John Stockton.
Stock cuts the middle. He's got him for the layup. Good. Stockton races to the middle, and Karl Malone with eyes in the back of his head.
The Jazz defeated the Mavs to remain unbeaten at home.
Oh, good back cut by Russell. He's got the dunk.
Next, Utah would pay a visit to David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and the Spurs. And the Jazz ran out to a quick start.
Hornacek takes it in. Nice move.
Duncan did his best to rally San Antonio.
Duncan and Robinson have not answered until here.
Tim Duncan scored 21 points and grabbed 13 rebounds. But it wasn't enough as the Jazz cruised to an easy victory.
The long feed to Malone. Almost with her eyes closed.
We're not playing the ball we want to play yet, but hopefully we can continue to work on it and try to get better.
Now let's take a look at the standings in the Midwest Division. The Utah Jazz hold the top spot with their 11-3 record. The Minnesota Timberwolves are in 2nd place, 2 games back. The Houston Rockets are in 3rd place, while the San Antonio Spurs are in 4th. They're followed by the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets, and the Vancouver Grizzlies. Coming up, we'll have action from the East, where the Detroit Pistons are one of the NBA's hottest teams. Wow, what a play!
Now we got 2 big wins at home. We're trying to keep our streak going. We got New Jersey tomorrow, so we just got to keep it rolling.
The next night in New Jersey, Pierce had 19, while Antoine Walker led all scorers with 28 points, as the Celtics won their 3rd straight game.
Antoine Walker the sled.
2 nights later in Boston, the Nets were leading until the Celtics made a late comeback.
Anderson crossover move. Anderson!
But New Jersey would snap their 6-game losing streak in dramatic fashion.
The jumper, Van Horn. It counts. He's got it. Nets win.
Next up, a matchup of division leaders as the Pacers brought a 5-game winning streak to Orlando, but fell behind early.
Good look by Grant, the foul, and counted.
The Magic led by 3 in the closing seconds, but Indiana had one last chance.
Jackson drills it! With 3 seconds left, Mark Jackson ties it up.
In overtime, Penny Hardaway and the Magic regained the lead.
Big spin, Penny drilling the shot. Whirling past Reggie Miller.
Down by 3, the Pacers looked to their clutch performer, Reggie Miller, to send the game to a second overtime.
Pacers have it down by 3. Reggie Miller trying to pull the trigger. End of game. The Magic win it in overtime.
Well, against this team, I had to score. You know, we were going to get beaten again if I didn't score. And coming out tonight, I knew I had to be aggressive and to take Mark Jackson down in the post and try to shoot over him. And like I said, fortunately for us, we got the W.
The Orlando Magic are on top in the Atlantic Division, while the Miami Heat are in 2nd place. The Philadelphia 76ers, winners of their last 5, are in 3rd place, while the New York Knicks are in 4th. The Boston Celtics are in 5th. They're followed by the Washington Wizards and New Jersey Nets. Now we take you back into the action, this time in the Central Division, where the Detroit Pistons welcome back a hero. The Pistons received a huge boost from veteran Joe Dumars, who returned this week from a hamstring injury. Joe's presence was sorely missed.
He is the stabilizing force for our team. He's still a heck of a player, as everyone can see. And when he's healthy, he can do a lot of things for us.
And against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dumars recaptured his old form. He scored a game-high 26 points, including 5 3-pointers, as Joe sparked the Pistons to an easy 16-point win.
Fires over Derek Anderson and fills it. Wow. Count it, and a foul.
Wow. Against Miami, Joe had 21, while Bison Dele won it for the Pistons.
Oh, no, Dele dunks it with 2.7 left, and the Pistons win it.
And against the Knicks, Dumars continued his hot shooting in Detroit's 4th straight win.
Dumars hesitated, puts it up, and puts it in. Joe Dumars red hot.
For Joe to come out and to perform the way he's been doing and to gut it out, although he's been injured, it just speaks how classy of a guy he really is.
The Detroit Pistons have now won 5 in a row, and they're in second place in the Central Division, trailing only the Indiana Pacers. The Milwaukee Bucks are in third place, while the Atlanta Hawks are in fourth. The Cleveland Cavaliers are in fifth, while the Toronto Raptors are in sixth. They're followed by the Chicago Bulls in seventh, and the Charlotte Hornets in eighth place. Time now for Hot Shots, where we highlight one of the best performances of the week. After a year in Phoenix, Antonio McDyess is back in Denver, and he gave Nuggets fans quite a show this week against Vancouver.
Dice has the rebound. Tyson flush it down. Bounce pass, McDyess will throw it down behind his head.
Yeah, McDyess had the Grizzlies' head spinning as he scored 20 points in the first quarter. By halftime, Antonio had poured in 28 points, and he was just getting started.
Antonio with the whole repertoire going. Here's McDyess against Michael Smith. Nobody moving. McDyess with a one-on-one. Antonio reverse layup is good.
When he was through, McDyess had a career-high 46 points to go along with 19 rebounds.
The Antonio McDyess show continues. Get your tickets.
I was kind of surprised myself tonight. I was kind of flat in the last 2 games. I know I need to come out for us to have a big game in order for us to win. And, because Nick didn't shoot the ball well, I knew I had to come out and play well.
In Denver's win, Antonio McDyess shot 16 of 25 from the field. His 46 points tied the league single game high this season. Now let's check out the league scoring leaders. Allen Iverson leads the pack. Shaquille O'Neal is in second place. He's followed by Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and Chris Webber.
Shot around and out. Tipped up on the glass and stuck. He's on the way. He wants to lay it off. He does. Steve blows the shot.
Okay, so NBA players aren't always perfect, but they do get the fans out of their seats. You better get back to your seat in a hurry, sir, because you don't want to miss any of these high-flying jams.
Oh, there is a thunder jam. Ricky Davis with the right hand. Whoa.
Down to Sharif on the left baseline. Comes into the paint, spins low, goes up for the jam. It's good. And he's fouled by Luke Longley.
O'Fella Harrington goes for the slam over Mount Matumbo. Backdoor it goes. Oh, slams for 2.
Spins to the baseline. Reverse jam is good by Carter.
Those plays make you want to get down and dance. But we've got even more great moves to show you as we tip our hats to some of the best passes of the week. From Vancouver's Mike Bibby and the Knicks' Marcus Camby.
Nice punch pass to Allen Houston, and he slams it home. Here's Joe with a great steal. Flips it behind his back to Grant. Drives, dunks.
Smart play by the veteran. Nash into the lane. Hands to Trent for the dunk.
Well, it's been fun, but don't cry just because you're leaving the zone. We'll have more highlights next week, and you can take that to the bank. Now, we take a look at 2 former teammates who faced each other as opponents this week in overtime.
Webber and Howard combine again.
For 4 NBA seasons, Chris Webber and Juwan Howard were linked. Former teammates in college, they both came to Washington in 1994 amid high expectations. Together, they were expected to bring respectability to a franchise that hasn't won an NBA championship since 1978. But when the team continued to struggle, the duo was done. Chris Webber was traded to the Sacramento Kings in exchange for Mitch Richmond.
They got Mitch Richmond out of it, and that's a great player. That's a player that you can trade anybody for.
In Washington, Webber and Howard faced each other for the first time as pros, and Chris looked to play well against his former team.
Williamson gets around Jackson and lays it off to Sewell.
He's doing it all for his team right now. And I think as Chris goes, so goes the Kings.
Whether it was scoring one-on-one against Howard,
Webber drives, scores, and he's fouled.
Scoring with the help of teammates,
Barrett gets the rebound. Underneath Webber.
Or hitting hitting his first three-pointer of the season.
Webber to the top of the key. Oh, Chris Webber.
Webber frustrated the Wizards, but he did more than just score.
Chris is a good passer, too. He really sees the floor. He really has an understanding of the game.
And Chris displayed his all-around game against Washington.
Webber, great pass to Peabody.
Threaded the needle. He's one of the best big guys in the league, and I always felt that, but I really didn't realize how good he was.
Look at that pass. Oh, great ball movement and the hoop.
On this night, Webber really was a king, finishing with a triple-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Chris led his new team to victory in his emotional return to Washington.
It's not something I really look forward to, the competing against the Wizards, you know, because I know so many of the guys and I have fun, but I'm glad that we did come out with a win.
Ta-da! Most exciting rookies, who's making a sudden impact in Sacramento.
Stolen by Jason Williams. Williams breaks through a defender. Drop behind a head pass.
Williams to the front court. Up face goes Glass. Swings it up and down the Sonics. Call a timeout.
Long lead out pass to Jason. Grabs with one hand. Flies to the glass. Scores with one hand. That was sensational.
In this, his rookie season, the Kings' Jason Williams has emerged as a dynamic point guard, and he's been inspired by the competition he's faced.
You're going down the court and you see all these great players like Penny and Stephon and Jason Kidd and all these guys, but you know, it's fun going against these guys because I've learned so much from them and watched them and tried to emulate them when I was a kid, and now going at them, it's just so exciting.
When you see him play, he just has a flair. He has creativity that a lot of guys don't have.
Kings break, 4-on-3. Jason with a hesitation drive. No look pass. Webber, power rip with the right hand.
I love Jason. You know, I love his game. He's the best shooting point guard, I think, that I know that I've ever played with, but I think in the game right now.
Unbelievable! Jason Williams fired from way outside.
The savvy Williams has a knack for making the incredible seem routine, a style reminiscent of a former NBA star.
His flair, it reminds me of a guy I played with briefly with Pete Maravich. I mean, Pete had the same type of flair that, you know, other guys might make a crossover dribble, but he does it different.
You can't make shots like that when you're a rookie, can you? You want to bet?
Yeah, Jason's dazzled fans around the league. And the comparisons to Maravich are sure to continue as Williams makes even more amazing plays.
He's got a little of that pistol Pete Maravich in him, doesn't he? The way he goes up in the air like that. He's got a lot of it in him.
Even one of the league's best defenders, Gary Payton, had a tough time containing Williams.
I came down the time before that and I hit a J.
Jason Williams comes down and, man, he just let go of a hopper.
I guess he thought that he wasn't going to give me the J no more, and he came up, and I just saw opportunity, and I took it.
Williams crosses over, loses Gary, drives into the lane, arcs the high one out the window, up and in. What a move by Jason Williams.
Though he's just a rookie, Jason's looking to earn his own place in NBA history.
My goal one day maybe is to have people comparing the next kid to Jason Williams.
Oh, this kid, I tell you, what a great star he's going to be.
All right, now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. Starting us off at number 10, it's the Wizards' Mitch Richmond.
Up strong. Oh, shot, and he scores! Man, he was twisted around like a pretzel.
At 9, the Mavericks' Sean Bradley doing it at both ends of the court.
Divac got in deep. Bradley rejected him twice. Nash to Bradley. Oh, yeah.
Coming in at number 8, it's this sensational teamwork by the Philadelphia 76ers.
Saves it in for Hughes. For two. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
At 7, the Orlando Magic's Penny Hardaway.
Penny needs to go right onto the hole, yeah.
What a spin move by Penny Hardaway.
Oh, that's nice to see him taking the ball to the hole.
Coming in at number 6, it's this move by All-Star Grant Hill of the Detroit Pistons.
Grant with the back and the bump and the scoop and the score on Marley. That was one sensational shot.
Flying in at number 5 is Michael Finley of the Dallas Mavericks.
Tipped up Finley.
Oh, Michael Finley.
At 4, it's the Lakers' Kobe Bryant.
Oh, what a great pass. Back over the shoulder, nice score. What a sensational pass.
Kobe got the fans out of their seat on that pass.
You got me out of my seat. That was great.
At 3, the Bulls' Randy Brown wins the game with a friendly bounce.
Brown open jumper.
Yes!
All right. The Bulls win. Randy Brown from the left side. It bounced straight up in the air, and the Bulls get a win. How about that?
At number 2, Kings rookie Jason Williams.
Oh, baby. Behind the back, and they delivered. Oh, they love it here. That's a great play by the kid. Now I'm dazzled. Now you're dazzled.
And with the number 1 play of the week, it's the Toronto Raptors rookie Vince Carter.
Baseline left reverse lay and two-handed jam. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Vince Carter put on a show right in front of us.
That's our show for today. Remember, you can send us your questions or comments at the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action.